Hi guys, today I'm going to tell you about an app called Quick Math Junior. So this is what the home screen looks like. There's a couple different features that I'm going to explain to you today. So first off, if you click in the top left hand corner for the For Parents, this is where you'll be able to see the progress of your students. So this app is based upon lower elementary math, so it's recommended for grades 0 to 5. We use it in my IRC room at Northview for some of our kids to practice their math facts, such as counting on, number identification, stuff like that, which you'll get to see here in a little bit. But on this screen, as you can see, I can click on Miss Thompson. And here, if I were to buy this island package at the bottom where it says $9.99, this would show me kind of like a report card of how my children have been doing in the class. So, as you can see, if you buy these islands, what it's going to do is it's going to open up more math games for you. So, this Hustle Bustle Island does counting, skip counting, numbers to 100, matching objects to number, which is what is open right now. If we were to buy Spooky Island, we would get more things like informal arithmetic, substituting, place value, and handwriting. And then the Mad Science Island and the Medieval Island have different things as well. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the back button. And so this, you'll be able to track all of your students. So if you're teaching, this is a great way to get to look at all of your students' progress on one screen. So again, back. So what the kids do on this is, if I were to click this plus button, they would go ahead and create a monster for themselves. So let's go ahead and enter their name and click the check. So now it's going to take me to this where it gives me eyes, nose, mouth, hair, hat, and color. So what you do is you just drag the eyes or all the other body parts. Actually, we'll just give it two, but you just drag them onto your body, adding a nose and a mouth, and then hair. The hair is kind of cool because you put it on the doll and then you can pick kind of what side of the head it goes to. You can give it a hat if you want. I won't this time. And then you can drag the body color so you can change the color of the body. So when you're done, all you have to do is hit the check. So what it does now is it takes you to this screen. Since we haven't bought the upgraded version, all we can do is this little area on the map. But if you were to buy the upgraded version, you would get this purple area, this blue one over here, and then this green one down here. But even without the extended version, there's plenty of games for the kids to play to help them with their math score. So again, in the top or left hand corner, that's going to take you back to the home screen. And then, like I already showed you, in the right hand corner is the report card. So if you hit that with the extended version of the app, you'll get to see the progress. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the play button. What it does is it gives the kids 3 different games that they have to pass, and when they pass them, they get to earn body parts to create new monsters. So this first one is identifying their numbers, so they just have to pick which dice represents the number that is shown by the monsters. And sometimes they're not going to be like a normal dice, as you can tell with that example. So once they pass this, you can see I earned my count and match groups up to 5, and I earned an eyeball. And I didn't quite get that one yet, but I will win something else next time. So then the next number is counting. So it starts off really basic, shows you how to do it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, 8, 9, and 10. So we got our counting by 1s to 5s and earned an I. And the last thing is putting our monsters on our bus. So you just click and drag them, and then you click the arrow to see if you got it correct. If you don't get it correct, it's just going to tell you you didn't get it correct, and it's going to have the kids try to do it again. So So click and drag until you get the right number. And 10. As it gets harder, it's going to start giving you groups of 2 and groups of 3 to use. So that's a fun little feature. And I'll go ahead and show you after this a profile where the game is actually increased in skill. So the last part of it is the wheel, and after they've completed all of their skills, they get to simply spin the wheel to earn a prize. So just swoop your finger in a circle motion. And we won a purple body. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and click on the check. I won't decorate this one, but students can decorate it. I'm going to click on the people in the top left hand corner. And click on Miss Thompson just to show you how the games have advanced. So if I click the play button, I now have 3 monsters, which means I've raised my skill level. As you can see, now it's giving me 2 boxes. So I'm going to have to add the 2 boxes together in order to get the answer. Again, the same thing. Sometimes they give you the numbers as a dice, or sometimes they give you the number as a written number. So as you can see, this is a little bit more difficult than it was at the beginning, but you still win body parts, hats, colors, that kind of thing. The bus gets harder too, so now you can see they have to add 1 plus 1. Sometimes there's already people in the bus and sometimes there's not. And as you can see, the counting on the top of the bus doesn't show up until after they put in their answer. Whereas before, it was already there to kind of help them as a guide. So this is how this one is. Again, sometimes they already have things in the bus, so kids have to practice their counting on skill as well as their addition skill. And then the last one, our train. We'll see here in a second. Okay, so our putting numbers in order, there's a lot more numbers to choose from, as you can see here, and they don't always start at 1, so kids have to be able to recognize their numbers. Sometimes you also have to do things like counting backwards, which is a great skill that this app offers, because that is definitely something that kids struggle with. So I'm not going to finish this, but I'll click this home button. So again, if you unlock it, you get more worlds, and you get a report card. And yeah, so again, this is called Quick Math Junior. It's this little pink monster on the second row in the bottom left hand corner.